Shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rukwakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, where I learned this truth from. Much respect to the brothers out there preaching and teaching the truth worldwide across the four corners of the earth. Salutations to the Akims and Aquas out there viewing this lesson. Today I'm going to do a lesson entitled, Let Thy Works Be Pleasing to the Most High. I'm going to start off with Proverbs 16:3, and it reads, Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. The key word out of this scripture is commit, and I add on to it, which means commitment. We have to, as believers, to commit ourselves to the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Commit ourselves to the works that we're doing to Him, and that way our minds will be settled or at ease as we do the work. Every day should be a process, and we should be examining ourselves in order to make sure that we're putting Him first. I'm going to go on to my next scripture, which will be 1 Corinthians 10:31, and it reads, Whatever therefore ye eat or drink, or whatsoever ye shall salakia, or whatsoever ye do it all to the glory of Yahweh. And I take that to mean that whatever we do, in everything that we do, no matter whether it's eating, drinking, or whatever we've done for that day, that we give Him the honor, glory, and praise which He deserves, and we do it unto Him to where it is pleasing to Him, that we not put ourselves before the Most High in our works. That means that we think about the dietary laws, that we think about the commandments, laws, and statutes that we live by, in order to show that we love Him and that we are doing our best in this land of our captivity to be pleasing unto Him. And therefore, it brings me to my next verse, which is 1 Corinthians 16:14. Let all your things be done with charity. Everything that you do, it should be done in love. Meaning that anything that I'm doing for my Father, anything that I'm doing for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, I'm passionate about it, and I'm loving it because it brings me closer to Him, and it shows Him that I'm willing and ready to do the work, and that the work is not considered work when I'm doing it unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. It's just my servitude unto Him, and decreasing myself while He increases in my life. And I'm just thankful for that verse, because as I read it, it made me examine myself. What I'm doing for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, I should love it. It should be an emotion in it that I want to make sure that I'm pleasing unto my Father, and that it pleases my Father, and not necessarily that I'm doing stuff for just money or position or status, but I'm doing it to show the Most High, my Father and the Creator, that I'm doing it in love and for Him. My next scripture is Galatians 6:4-5, and it reads, But let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone, and not in another. For every man shall bear his own burden. And that means that we should not we should make sure that the work that we do, uh, that that we're doing it unto the Most High, and that is and that we uh, understand what it's for, and that if we was to give ourselves any 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 sort of praise for doing it, that we would do it alone. We shouldn't be trying to boast ourselves up in front of others and not worry about what other people are doing and not worry what they're getting as far as any benefit from what they do. We should be concerning ourselves with what work we're doing, and that we should be proving ourselves to the Most High by the work that we do, and that every man is responsible for his own load, his own uh, circumstance that he's in. You know what I'm saying? He's responsible for his own work, not trying to, have somebody else do your part, but that you do your part. Like preaching and teaching the word, or putting forth lessons. You're responsible for doing that yourself. You have already been you've already come, Salaki, you've already come to the understanding of what you should be doing for the Most High. So that's what you're responsible for. So you shouldn't be worried. You should be more concerned about what you should be doing, and be thankful and grateful for what you've been able to get as a rock in your life, instead of worrying about the next man or what the next man got going on. So we should be proven in our works that we do, and prove ourselves in our works that we're doing. My next scripture is Luke 1:37, and it reads, "For with Yahweh nothing shall be impossible." And we should all know that as far as coming into the truth, because just how we made it here, we know that nothing's impossible, because a lot of us came from other places, whether it be Christianity, whether it be Muslim, religion, but he brought us out of that, and he allowed us to work in the right way and to bring forth fruit in the right way, and transform and renew our minds to where we're not leaning to our own understanding of things anymore, that we're not dependent on a pastor to come before us and give us a half truth, but we have the 100% truth and GMS, and learning things the right way, and having a better understanding of it, that the scriptures are being interpreted the right way, and it's not for someone else to get the glory out of, but the Most High is getting all honor and glory out of everything, so that we are being edified truthfully. So we know that with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that he can make the impossible possible. So so that scripture should already be understood. So we should be able to understand where we're coming from when we say that nothing that we can ask or think of him will be impossible. And our works, that if we're doing it unto him, that it might seem like it's impossible, but if we put in him first, and that we're trying to please him, then he'll bring us that extra whatever percent that we feel like it will be impossible for us to do. Which brings me to my next scripture, which is Proverbs 18:9. Now this is in the process of doing the work, what really shows what we should not be doing in doing the work. And it reads, he also that is slothful in his work is brother to him that is a great waster. Now, if we're slothful in this work, and if we're lazy, and that we don't take the time in order to read the scriptures and understand the scriptures and bring forth the scriptures in the right way, that if we're just trying to fill a square, then we're wasting time. That's not what the Most High wants from us. That's not what Yahweh Shem Yahushua wants from us. He wants us to do the work with passion. He wants us to do the work with boldness, and He wants us to do the work in the way that it will be pleasing to Him, to Himself. And we should be pleased with the work that we do for Him. We should not be like Cain was, in that we were just giving him anything, but be like Abel was and give him our best. Our best is what we should always bring forth every day for the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. It should be our best. It should not be something that we just, I'm going to take an hour out, I'm going to take this time out. It shouldn't even be a limitation on what we do. It should be that we give our all and give our best. And whatever time it takes to do that, then that's what we should be doing each and every day. Which brings me to my last scripture is 2 Thessalonians 3:10. And it reads, "For even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat." Now, it shouldn't take a rocket scientist to understand what that means, that if you don't do the work, you don't eat. And all of us out there that are doing the work are positioning ourselves to do the work, or starting to do the work, then we know that doing the work is what allows you to get the reward. If you don't do the work for who you're doing the work for daily, whoever your employer is, if you don't do the work, you don't get paid. So that means if you don't do the work for the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, you don't eat. He's not going to provide that for you because you're not doing the work necessary for you to get that reward. So I just pray that this lesson was edifying. And until the next lesson, I say Shalom.